And we welcome you inside of the Panther Den as we get set for more Mountain 7 Conference basketball. Tonight it's the North Henderson Purple Knights and the Franklin Panthers here on this first Friday of February. It is Groundhog Day. I'm George Young alongside Tony Christie, getting set for more basketball tonight. The Lady Panthers are trying to rebound after a tough loss to Pisgah on Tuesday night, Tony. A game that early on, first, second quarters, into the third quarter, very competitive. And then Pisgah flexed their muscle and their talent and ran away with a victory.
Yeah, that was a tough one, for them because, it's a rivalry. And when you're playing in games like that, if you don't come to – you might slip up, and then next it'll just compound and get worse and worse like how it did. But hopefully they can get back their winning ways right here against North.
Well, these two teams met a couple of weeks ago, and Franklin came out victorious 68-34 in Hendersonville. And North Henderson comes in at 4-17, but 3 of those wins came in conference. They are 3-6 overall. Franklin, after that loss on Tuesday night, fell to 10-9 overall and 6-3 in the Mountain 7 Conference. And it looks like we are just about set for the national anthem. We'll head down and check in with our public address announcer, Becca Brooks.
Where your Lady Panthers take on the Knights from North Henderson. If everyone would please rise, if physically able. Gentlemen, remove caps for the playing of the national anthem. And the starters for the Lady Knights, number 20, Dulce Geronimo. Number 21, Bailey Davidson. Number 23, Avari McMinn. Number 24, Leah Jones. And number 34, Amy Reimer. Panthers go lights out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Panther fans, get on your feet. The starters for your Lady Panthers. She's a guard, wear number 2, Audrey Presley. She's a guard, wear number 11, Aubrey Haley. She's your point guard, wear number 12, Kelly Queen. Forward, wear number 24, Avery Muffet. And she's your center, wear number 35, Charlotte Siegel.
And that's the starting lineup for the Panthers and the Knights. Of course, Franklin under the direction of Coach Scott Hartbarger. And North Henderson under the direction of Charles Ratu. Turn the lights back on, and we'll get this one underway here on Groundhog Day. Glad that you're with us on YouTube and Facebook of the Franklin Panthers Sports Network. More fans making their way into the stands. It's not going to be a packed house tonight as normally is the case when North Henderson, East Henderson come to town. Pisgah, a little different story. As we saw on Tuesday night, it was a raucous atmosphere here at the Panther Den. It's going to be the Lady Panthers that'll have first possession. Presley drives in, kicks out, and the three in the corner. We've got a foul, and we've got 3 shots coming up for Aubrey Haley.
Already.
First foul going to be whistled on North Henderson, and it was on a 3-point shooter. And she's going to shoot 3. Aubrey Haley hits the first and gets the scoring going. With 7:46 left, first quarter. Second shot at the back of the iron. She'll get one more. And she gets the third to go. 2 out of 3. And the Lady Panthers take an early 2-0 lead. It's like Hartbarger going to ratchet it up the pressure. And he causes a turnover. His girls do. As it's Callie Queen that picks the pocket. Swings it into the corner. It's Haley. Over to Presley. Back up top. Callie Queen. Presley driving in. Lost control. And it's going to be picked up by the Purple Knights. No race down court with an outlet pass to Avari McMinn. Off the glass good.
And good look right there by Amy Reimer.
So it's tied at 2. 7:10 left. Floating shot in the paint. The rebound Moffitt. Second shot would not go. And on the ensuing rebound, a jump ball, they'll say. And the possession arrow is to North Henderson. But again, the full court going to be picked up by the Lady Panthers. North going to break it. They'll bring it into the front court. High pass heading into the backcourt, and that'll be a backcourt violation as Amy Reimer able to secure it, but the violation is whistled. 6:45 to go early on, first quarter. Got more basketball coming up next week, fans, as we head down the home stretch into February now.
Looks like North Henderson came out in a 1-3-1 zone.
Presley with it. Presley kicks it into the corner. Moffitt now up top. Queen open 3. Got it.
Deep.
That was about an NBA range 3. As she had nothing but net on that trifecta. Outlet pass knocked away, picked up by Charlie Siegel. And she quickly finds Callie Queen. 5-2, Lady Panther advantage. Another attempt. Callie Queen can't hit that one. At the front of the iron. Rebound, Leah Jones, the junior, pushes it up court into the hands of Reimer. Reimer now going to back it out as we approach 6 minutes left. Leah Jones kicks it. 3 off the mark by McMinn. Offensive rebound, and Davidson couldn't get it to go. Callie Queen brings it up. The Lady Panthers. Nice outlet. Shot wouldn't go. Fight for the board. It's secured. Another opportunity is missed. Third opportunity, though. Callie Queen able to get the steal and the bucket. And she was fouled, so that'll send Callie to the line for one shot. Third whistled. Let's check that. The second whistled on the Purple Knights. Reese Smith checks in for North Henderson. Foul whistled on Avari McMinn. That's her second. Both fouls by McMinn early on for North Henderson. Reimer kicks it. Leah Jones guarded closely by Haley. She'll give it up to Reimer. Now Reimer spins a pass underneath, knocked away, picked up by Davidson. Davidson gives it up, and we got a traveling violation on Leah Jones. 5:14 left here, first quarter. 8-2. If you just joined us, these two teams met a couple of weeks back at Hendersonville with Franklin coming out victorious 68-34. Shot wouldn't go underneath. Reimer with a rebound. Outlet underneath the basket. A wild shot. She got bailed out with a foul as that one was nowhere near.
Amy Reimer, she's a very good ball handler, and she has great vision because that pass, she actually led her to being open with her pass.
I believe the lady at the free throw line, his last name is Geronimo, you think? It's 20?
20?
Is that how you pronounce her name?
Yep, let's go with that.
Geronimo? Geronimo. Couldn't hit the second or the first. 8-2 remains the score. Usually I look at the roster, and most of the names I can make an educated guess, but that one I had to pause for a second and phone a friend. Underneath it's Moffitt. Avery Moffitt able to get the bucket and extend that Panther lead to 8 at 10-2. That one wouldn't go. Underneath, shot, rebound, off the glass, good. And we've got the first foul. We'll check that the second foul whistled on Franklin. That one is going against Charlie Siegel. That'll be her second. And we've got some shots coming up for Leah Jones. That one wouldn't go on the rebound. North Henderson got to pick it up. It's Leah Jones. They'll swing it up top. Around it goes to Davidson. Baseline jumper. No. Another offensive rebound going to be tracked down by Leah Jones. She gives it up to Reimer. Reimer back to Jones as we approach 4 minutes left. High pass. Secured. Davidson with it. Baseline couldn't get it to go underneath. And that one is off of Peyton Beatty, out of bounds. North will keep possession.
Coach Hartbarger is pleading for his girls to rebound.
Early on, North is dominated on the glass. As inbound pass goes to Bailey Davidson. She's able to get the bucket.
And that's what happens if you give a team enough chances at trying to score, they're eventually going to score.
10-6.
Good turnaround by Avery Moffitt.
Moffitt able to get that bucket to go. As we tick under 3.5 left in the first.
Good pass.
There was. In the paint. Bailed out with a foul. It's shot no good for Davidson, but she'll be at the line for 2 shots. Third foul on Franklin. That one's going against Audrey Presley. The freshman picks up her first. And 2 opportunities at the charity stripe now for Davidson. Back of the iron with the first. She'll get one more. 3:21 left in the first. Second shot up and good for Davidson. 12-7. Lady Panthers have led the entire way. If you just have tuned in, a steal. And then the Panthers get it back. Queen dishes into the corner. It's a 3. Up and good. That's Aubrey Presley. Oh, check that. Aubrey Haley. Aubrey Haley with the 3. Make it a 15-7 Lady Panther advantage. Oh, it's cut into by Reimer. She's able to get position and get that one off the glass at a quick timeout. As North Henderson struggled early on, Tony, in this first quarter,
yes.
A 30-second timeout, but have put together a couple of runs here late, past a minute or two, been able to get some buckets.
Yes, and it all starts with Amy Reimer. She's the primary ball handler, and she has great vision. She's been able to find a couple of players, and right there she was able to, dice her way in and get into the paint. And that's why Coach Hartbarger called that timeout, because they got into the paint so easily.
2 teams met back on January 9th. You see the 68-34 victory in Hendersonville for the Lady Panthers. We'll run through the Mountain 7 conference standings. Next dead ball, 3:07 left out of the timeout. Franklin, they try to get it in bounds. It's going to be a turnover through the hands of Callie Queen, picked up by Reese Smith. Smith gives it up to Reimer. So we tick under 3 minutes left. Reimer work it on Callie Queen. Going to kick it over to Leah Jones, and Jones hits a three. Leah Jones with 5 of the 12 points, and all of a sudden it's just a 3-point advantage for the Lady Panthers at 15-12. Presley into the front court. She'll give it up and travels with it, does Peyton Beatty. Back-to-back turnovers for the Lady Panthers. An errant pass and a traveling violation. 2.5 left, first quarter. Reimer dribbles. Almost lost possession. Swings it over to Smith. Smith guarded by Beatty. High pass to Geronimo, and she travels with it. Geronimo travels. Give it back to the Panthers. 2:17 to go, first quarter, and it'll be Peyton Beatty that will trigger side court. High pass, and it's knocked away. Leah Jones got her hand on it, knocked it out of bounds. So the Panthers now will trigger underneath the North Henderson basket. Callie Queen racing. Callie lost control, and it's off of a North Henderson Lady Purple Knight, and the Panthers will retain possession underneath their own basket with 2:10 left. That's some late subs for Coach Scott Harbarger, as McKenna Plemons will check into the game. And it goes to Presley. Presley on the dribble, pulls up, count it, and one. Audrey Presley back at the line.
Nice floater by Presley right there to, create some space and get that shot off with the left hand.
Third team foul on North. That'll go against Geronimo. Shot wouldn't go from the charity stripe for Audrey Presley. Reimer on the dribble, pulls up, throws it away. Callie Queen got fouled on her way up. She'll be at the line. She may have gotten hit in the head. She's got adjusting her forehead there and wiping some sweat off of her face. That foul's going against Leah Jones. That'll be her first and the fourth whistle this quarter on North Henderson, and the first shot is up and good for Callie Queen. One more at the charity stripe for Callie Queen. Minute 45 left. Second one up and good. Amy Reimer into the front court. Reimer on the dribble. She gets triple teamed. Still able to get the bucket to go. That's 6 points now for Amy Reimer.
Nice move once again. She used her strength that time with the ball handling.
Williamson gonna dish into the paint. It's Callie Queen off the glass.
Nice turnaround by Callie. Get it in we're in the center of the paint and put it off the backboard.
The Panthers now up 7 at 21-14. It's Amy Reimer. Spinning. She gets triple teamed again, gives it up this time, and it's Reese Smith with the bucket. Tell you, Tony, North Henderson is making some crisp shots here.
Yes, they are.
Fundamentally sound. Nice pass. McKenna Plemons passed up the shot, kicked it out. Rebound, Queen dishes. Knocked away Was it off Moffitt or off of a Purple Knight?
Purple Knight.
It was off of a Lady Knight. Get some subs coming in for both teams. Back into the game is Audrey Presley. Kelsey Rush will check in for the Lady Knights. Clemens on the dribble. They're going to wave it off. She traveled as that bucket went in. Amy Reimer, just a sophomore. She'll be the ball handler into the front court. Presley picks her up. Nice move. Can't get the three ball and could not be saved out of bounds by Leah Jones. Stays with the Panthers. More subs coming in as Caitlin Foster got to check into the game. Now North picks up a little bit of press. Presley. Nice.
There was a little confusion right there by North. They didn't know if they were in the press or not in the press, so half of them were up and half were all out of sorts.
Reimer throws it up at the buzzer, and that'll do it. 1 quarter in the books, 23-16. Lady Panther advantage as we take a break. Welcome back as we head to the second quarter here at the Panther Den. Coach Tom Raby basketball court the site for some Groundhog Day basketball. Callie Queen step back three to begin the second quarter.
Callie Queen straight off of a rest came in and knocked one down from the corner. From the wing.
Geronimo lost control of it in the paint. Then it was stripped back. Purple Knights with it. It's Leah Jones. Jones off the glass with that one, and she's got 7 points. Haley dishes. Nice cut. Count it, and one for Audrey Presley. She'll be back at the line for the and one situation. Nice.
Good heads up right there, and then a set play to come around, and she made it with that left hand. I tell you what, one thing that we haven't mentioned about Callie Queen is that she's picking up right where Tori Inslee left off with the steals. She gets a lot of steals. If you're watching this game, see how many times she puts her hand on the ball. She gets her hand on the ball a lot. And now the Lady Panthers are in the 1-3. They look like they're in 1-3-1. A boxing one.
Presley missed that shot. Foul was whistled on Amy Reimer. Pass in the paint, stolen away. Moffitt steals it. Outlet, up court. It's Presley. Can't get it to go. Moffitt grabbed the rebound, goes up, no. Another offensive rebound. And Avery Moffitt was fouled. She'll be at the line for a couple. See what they whistle this one on. It'll be the second team foul on North. It's going against Leah Jones. That'll be her second. Avery Moffitt can't hit the first. One more is up and good for Avery Moffitt. So Amy Reimer will call out the offense. She gets picked up into the hands it goes to Geronimo. Geronimo will find Davidson. Davidson kicks it out back into the hands of Geronimo. She's just going to jack a three, and it goes home. First points for Geronimo. 29-21. 8-point lead for the Panthers. Just joined us. Panthers have led the entire ball game, but North Henderson, a scrappy bunch, even though their record doesn't show it. They've been able to hit some buckets here and cut into that Panther lead, play some aggressive defense. It's Callie Queen with a three, top of the key, wouldn't go. Offensive board underneath. Another foul coming up on North Henderson. Haley will be at the line. That'll be the third whistle on North Henderson. And that one's going against Geronimo. 2 shots for Haley at the free throw line. Try to make this a double-digit lead. She hits the first.
And Lady Panthers, their strength is down low against North Henderson. And if they keep on bringing down there, it looks like they're going to be in the bonus here pretty soon.
Second shot up and good. Pass into the corner, knocked away, and eventually picked back up on North Henderson. Hit a paint. Rebound, shot off the glass and good for Bailey Davidson.
Second chance points have been the name of the game for North Henderson. Avery Moffitt right there doing the exact same thing North just did.
Clinton, I believe we lost the scoreboard feed. You may have to reconnect it. It's back up on my end.
Still by.
Outlet pass up court. It's Presley off the glass and good.
Good hands by Siegel to get that ball.
We've got a whistle. And we've got a timeout on the floor with 5:06 left. Here's an opportunity to show you the standings in the Mountain 7 Conference. You see West Henderson at the top of the conference. We might have lost, I believe we lost the feed again, unfortunately. Now we're having issues with our scoreboard and our clock here, but I don't know if you can hear us or not. We got a black screen. There we go. We're back as Reimer feeds it to Davidson, and we've got a whistle and we've got a foul coming up on Franklin. It's going against Haley. At 2 shots coming up for Davidson. First one off the mark. And the second up, and it's good. Well, 4:51 left. And we've got another whistle and a foul.
Good pass by Siegel to Moffitt.
It's going to be the first whistled on Franklin. And it's going against Haley. That'll be her first. Or check that. I haven't put it up on the scoreboard yet. There it goes. It's on Leah Jones. And that is her third.
In the first half.
Yeah. Fourth team foul. Second shot up, off the mark. Bringing it down court is Reimer. She'll give it up. High pass, issues, fight for it. Moffitt stepped on the baseline. We'll stay with North Henderson. Up high, it's Geronimo. Going to kick it over. Davidson. Jumper wouldn't go. Kicked around, out of bounds. And they'll say last touched by a Lady Panther. The Purple Knights to trigger underneath their own basket. 4:28 left. And it goes, high pass. It's Geronimo back into the corner. Reimer jacks a three. Off the mark. Fight for the board. It's Haley. Finds Queen. Queen, running shot, no, free throw line. Rebound, Haley. And she'll be back at the free throw line for a couple. The charity stripe, fifth on North Henderson.
I'll tell you what, whichever team decides they want to box out, they might win this game, because most of the time all these points are coming off of second chance points for both teams.
First shot up and good. One more for Aubrey Haley. That one rims out. Amy Reimer again with the basketball. Wants to attack, work it on. Callie Queen pulls up, kick it out. Dangerous pass, free throw line. Nice move in the paint. Reimer couldn't get it to go. It's Queen. Open three. Haley off the mark. Reimer grabs that rebound. She's going to give it up. Shot wouldn't go. Bringing it down. It's Callie Queen. Queen on the dribble. Swings it up. It's Haley back to Queen. High pass into the paint, knocked away. So it's Reimer with 3 minutes left. That was, I don't know if it was a pass or a shot. It was knocked away.
It was tough defense by Callie Queen.
Underneath, shot off the glass, good for Moffitt. Moffitt able to get that bucket to go. Moffitt with 10 points. Pass knocked away. It's Moffitt that picks it up. Up to Presley. That one wouldn't go. Presley gets her own rebound. Another shot. No, another offensive rebound for Presley. She kicks it out. It's a three off the mark, but we've got a whistle and 3 shots coming up for Haley.
Second time in this half. 3 shots by Haley.
Yeah, began the game.
Yes.
The first play of the ball game after the Panthers got the opening tip. 2 shots. Or is it 3?
3?
Had to be 3. They said 3 in the on the PA, but I think it is 3. Yep, he's saying 2 more after this one.
And Coach Bratu, he's looking, he's talking about, because that's what I thought. I thought it looked like it was a pretty good box out, but maybe not.
Third shot off the mark. And we've got a whistle and a foul coming up on Franklin. just be the third whistled on Franklin, so it got a few shots to give. Do have some free throws upcoming, as they'll say that Geronimo was in the act of shooting. And she can't hit the first. 41-23. Panthers have built on to their lead here in the second quarter. As in the first quarter, it was nip and tuck at times. Panthers able to settle in offensively, Tony, and
yes,
have,
they were.
Flex their muscle here in the second quarter. Second shot up and good.
Getting the ball down low, and then on second chance points.
Oh, it's Callie Queen. That'll bring it up. She'll give it up. It's Presley deep in the corner. High pass. Trying to feed into the paint. Knocked away. Trying to hit, I believe Caitlin Foster was in the paint. Knocked off of her hands, off of a Lady Knight, so the Panthers will keep possession. Williamson with it. I'll swing it over. McKenna Plemons kicks it out. Williamson, three, hits the top of the backboard, and they will whistle it dead. Into the front court. See what the Lady Knights can do. Our final few seconds. I think there goes our clock. It's running slow. Had an issue with the connectivity, evidently. Top of the key, three, no. Offensive board and the stick back.
Avery Williamson
able to get the bucket.
And North, they've been struggling ever since Amy Reimer got her second foul and she had to go sit down. Primary ball handler for North.
Well, North will have possession. And he goes. Therese Smith kicks it out, but that's going to be a backcourt violation. The Panthers will have possession underneath their own basket. And it goes to Williamson. To Dehart now in the corner. Back to Williamson. Pass knocked away. Shot from the corner by Dunsmore wouldn't go. Rosie Dehart has it. She'll give it up. Top of the key, it's McKenna Plemons for three.
She was ready to shoot it and knocked it down.
And that's going to do it. Almost. 4 seconds left. And he goes to Rush up high at the buzzer. That will do it. So we're at the half here at the Panther Den. And the Lady Panthers hold a 46-25 advantage over the North Henderson Lady Purple Knights. Tonight is actually senior night for the cheer squad.
Nice.
And they're going to be honored at the halftime of the boys varsity. But they're performing here in both halves. They'll have a special senior performance at the boys halftime. You want to stick around for that. In between games, we've got another special presentation between the girls and the boys action. You want to stick around for that as well. And coming up here in just a few moments, we'll have Coach Doug Plemons. My interview with him as he talked about that impressive win against Pisgah, and really thrilling win against Pisgah on Tuesday night. And then tonight's opponent, it's going to be a tough one in the North Henderson Purple Knights. So stay with us. It's all to come here at the half.
In open space, at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here. Hey fans, George Young now joined with Doug Clemens, head boys varsity basketball coach. Tell you what, I don't know if it could get more exciting than what we saw on Tuesday night. 77-74 win against Pisgah, Raucous atmosphere. And we had kind of expected that. I don't think you expected that last 90 seconds where both teams were exchanging threes. You had a 4-point play in there. An exciting win for you guys.
Sure was. You know, our community has grown to a rivalry with Pisgah in the Canton area. Used to be other schools, but it seems like it's excuse me, it's drifted toward them. And I feel like they kind of feel the same way. We'll never take Tuscola's place, but at the same time, you know, we're two teams that really enjoy playing against each other, get after each other. Like you say, it was a great atmosphere, had a big crowd. Hopefully that'll be the case throughout the rest of the home games. But that last 90 seconds, you know, both teams had to do some things. I felt like we did well to free up some of our shooters for good looks at the end of the game. And then also I felt like our defense came through probably in the last 30 seconds. The blue kid had been hitting all night long, and we were able to force him into a couple of tough shots, and then we're able to rebound the basketball. So I felt like that was the difference in the game.
It seemed like, too, Coach, throughout that first, second, and third quarters, fourth quarter is a little different, but those first three quarters, Pisgah, and I'm sure this is because of the last game you guys played, seemed like they wanted to speed the game up. I mean, they were taking shots within a couple of seconds.
They did play fast. The other thing they did, they full court pressed us the whole game, and they did not do that at all the last time we played them. I think they thought that they would wear us down, and as the game went along, I felt like it wore them down. I felt like in the fourth quarter we had more energy than they did. I felt like we got some run out layups in the fourth quarter that we hadn't gotten earlier in the game, and again, I just felt like our kids' conditioning was a big factor in that game toward the end.
Well, tonight doesn't get any easier, as tonight it's another Mountain 7 Conference battle with North Henderson, a team that comes in with a great record. Last year here at the Panther Den, it was a 3-overtime thriller. You guys got an impressive win over in Hendersonville by 12 a couple of weeks back. What did you learn from that game, and what are you going to change coming into this one?
Well, I feel like North Henderson arguably has their starting five, I feel like, has as good a talent as anybody in the conference, and the record indicates that. They've had some big wins, conference and non-conference. Excuse me. They have a good inside-outside punch. They have one of the leading scorers in the conference, you know, and I feel like at times, I feel like when we've played them, they felt that they could just outscore people. And I do feel like that's an area that our team has improved on, mainly since Christmas. We've settled on a defense, and we've worked hard to improve areas. They set a lot of ball screens and do a lot of pick and rolls, and we do that too. So, you know, we've worked hard on how we're going to cover that, and so hopefully we've got that, and if we can do that, it'll take away a large part of their offense.
Well, Coach, as always, good luck, and we'll catch up with you in a few days, next Wednesday, for the last non-conference game.
All right, thanks for covering us.
All right, that's Doug Clemens, head boys varsity basketball coach. Hang with us, fans. We've got more to come.
My name is Jonah Brandt, and I'm from Franklin High School. I'm a sophomore, and I'm on the swim and dive team. And last year I made it third in state for diving. My personal goals for this year is to win state for diving and then try and break the record for school. So I don't really have any goals for after high school, but I know that I want to swim or dive for a college team, and then probably major in for aviation. So I've known Mr. McHugh for a long time. For dive practices, we have to go all the way to Asheville. It's about an hour drive. We would usually go Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and we would just talk about how the team does, personal life too. But it just meant a lot to me that I get to hang out with my coach.
We are Dalton's Christian Bookstore, North Carolina's largest Christian bookstore. We offer a wide range of gifts and apparel. Children will find a world of fun to explore in our interactive kids section. Dalton's has a huge inventory of Christian literature, including Bibles in all translations. Dalton's, your destination for inspiration.
All right, welcome back. We are still at the half here of the girls varsity as the Lady Panthers hold a 46-25 advantage over the North Henderson Knights. Both teams back out of the locker room, and we are set and ready to go in the second half. Panthers by 21. It was nip and tuck early on in this ball game, but it seemed like the Panthers offensively and defensively, Tony, figured some things out, kind of settled into the game.
Yes, they did, and they figured out they need to get the ball down low.
Say that, and on the
start with a turnover.
Ensuing pass, it's a turnover. Reimer dishes, shot in the paint, no, and it'll be the Panthers now with possession, and it's Callie Queen bringing it down court. Underneath it goes. Moffitt couldn't get it to go, and we've got a whistle, and we're heading the other way as it's a frustration foul on Avery Moffitt. The first foul whistled on Franklin here in this third quarter. Moffitt picks up her second. Reimer into the front court. Lifts a high pass, Davidson. Lost control, out of bounds. We'll say last touch by, I believe it's Presley underneath. So Reimer going to trigger for the Purple Knights. Does get it inbounds. It's McMinn. They'll swing it around the horn. Back it goes Reimer. Quickly. Inbound. Davidson couldn't get it to go. And bringing it up, it's Callie Queen again. Pass to the paint. It's Moffitt off the glass. Avery Moffitt adds to the point total. 48-25. The Lady Panthers with a hefty lead. Reimer lost control. His last touch by the Lady Panthers, so no backcourt violation. Leah Jones with it. Leah Jones shuffles her feet. Traveling violation on Jones. We'll get some subs coming in. For North Henderson, Reese Smith checks in. Sophomore comes off the bench for the Lady Knights. Moffitt, nice pass. Presley off the glass. Aubrey Presley with a bucket. Adds to her point total with 6.5 left, third quarter.
And the challenge for the Lady Panthers is, playing this game like it's 0-0. Good shot right there by Amy Reimer. Playing this game like it's 0-0 and coming out hard, and yes, there's a thing of sportsmanship, but you still have to play the game until coach makes some substitutions for some other players to get back to get into the game. So right now the starters have to play with a lot of energy.
6 minutes left. It's Reimer. Picks up her dribble. Davison gets position, open, jumper good.
Good shot.
Bailey Davidson, the senior, gets the J, and it cuts that Panther lead to 20 at 50-30. Fans coming up at the conclusion of this one. As I mentioned, we'll have a special presentation. Moffitt heads to the hole, gets fouled, should be at the line. Special presentation between games. We'll be rolling out the red carpet for somebody. I won't tell you because I believe it's a surprise.
Nice.
If you want to stay tuned for that. And then we'll have the boys varsity. And that one should be very competitive. Moffitt hits the back of the iron with the first. And I won't guarantee that it'll be like we saw in December of 2022, that 3 overtime thriller. I don't know if we'll duplicate that for a while. But it should be a pretty good ball game, so we invite you to stick with us. Throw our feet up on that 55-inch LED TV and sit back and enjoy some good basketball tonight on this Groundhog Day. Ellie Queen trying to dish a pass backwards and is knocked out of bounds. She'll trigger now underneath her own basket. The Groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil, did not see a shadow today. Moffitt with a bucket, meaning supposedly we'll have an early spring, although today
I'll tell you what,
it was beautiful.
Yes.
I'm crossing my fingers and my toes that it continues. It's been so cold recently, but today was absolutely fantastic. So maybe short term, the Groundhog was right. I'm hoping. That was the, as I used to say when I hosted the morning show on WNCC, we would track the Groundhog coming out of its hole there in the morning in the 7 o'clock hour. And I would always see what Punxsutawney Phil said. And then there's a Southern Hog. I'm not sure if you know about it. There's many. Okay. But there's a Southern Hog in, I can't think of the name of the town. It's north of Atlanta. And its name is General Beauregard Lee. That's the name of that Groundhog. So I would see if the Northern Hog and the Southern Hog had the same prognostication. It was fun. Moffitt back at the line. I don't know what General Beauregard Lee, if he saw a shadow or not today. I got to look that up. So that one's going against Reese Smith. It's her first. And 2 shots for Moffitt. First one's up and good. There was even, I'm not sure if it's still around, there was a Groundhog in Asheville, too.
Oh, in Asheville?
Yeah, in Asheville, and they would always feature that one on the 6 o'clock news.
So the one I saw today in Otto, it actually saw his shadow.
Yeah, it ran away.
It ran away.
There's a lot of groundhogs around, especially on the Greenway.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see any today. I actually was out on the Greenway today. It was so nice, but I didn't see any groundhog. Moffitt will be back at the line for a couple of shots. Foul again on Reese Smith, her second. Third on North Henderson. Subs coming in for both teams. For Franklin, Cassidy Parker has checked back in. Kelsey Rush checked in for North. Back of the iron with the second. Geronimo gives it up. Leah Jones on the dribble. Wild shot. Wouldn't go. And a board off to Presley. She's going to push it up court. Feeding Moffitt off of her hands, out of bounds. She wanted it off of Leah Jones. They were both in the passing lane. The official says it's off of Moffitt. (55-32) here in the third quarter. Geronimo underneath. Nice dish from McMinn. And Geronimo gets the bucket.
Good execution of a set play right there.
68-34 was the final in Hendersonville. And North already has 34 points. Pass fed to Moffitt, knocked away. And out of bounds. McMinn got her hand in there to knock it away. Queen, high pass. Going to be secured by Beatty. In the hands of Presley. Now Callie Queen finds himself open. And she's able to get the trifecta. Leah Jones holds it. Now she dribbles. Swings it over Geronimo. Geronimo could not get the bucket. A wild shot underneath the basket. Feeding Presley. Off the glass. Presley with a bucket. 60-34 now, Lady Panthers. We'll see if Coach Scott Hartbarger decides to empty the bench. Next dead ball looks like he's got some subs coming in. As we are approaching 2.5 left here in the third. That one is off of a Lady Panther. It'll stay with North Henderson.
Way to look up right there. Good use of the right hand by the left-handed Presley.
North to trigger. Davidson with it. Davidson gets fouled on that low block. So it'll be Davidson at the line for a couple of free throw shots. That one's going against Williamson for the Panthers. Williamson picks up her second. That's the, check that, her first. That's the second on the Lady Panthers here in this quarter. And the first opportunity at the charity stripe is good for Bailey Davidson. Second shot rolls off. Moffitt grabbed the board, then she got fouled, hit the deck. Looks like she's okay. Foul going to be whistled on Kelsey Rush, the senior, for the Knights. First on Rush, and it's the fourth on North. Caitlin Foster going to check into the game for Hartbarger and the Lady Panthers. Now North Henderson going to pick up in the full court now as it goes into Callie Queen. Callie, got a race, give it up. Foster couldn't get it to go, and on the rebound, we've got a whistle and a foul on Foster. Jones will be at the line after she attacked. Foul going against Cassidy Parker. That'll be her first and fourth on Franklin. So next foul, either team will have Automatic 2 shots at the free throw line as they'll be in the bonus until the fouls reset at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Jones, one more. She got it. 60-37. Inbounds, almost a steal. Nice save into the hands of DeHart. Clemens with it, travels as she shuffled her feet, the official says, heading to the hole. That's a turnover with 2:06 left third quarter. Lady Panthers seeking their 11th overall victory and their 7th in the Mountain 7 Conference. And looking good so far. Got a whole quarter to play, though. Minute 53 left. That shot was off the mark. DeHart going to feed up court. Shot baseline. Off the mark for Williamson. Lady Panthers grab the rebound. It's Plemons. 3 up and good. McKenna Plemons with the 3 ball to make it a 63-37 Lady Panther lead.
Another second chance points by the Lady Panthers.
Another foul. And we got shots. That'll be the 5th on the Lady Panthers. Leah Jones will be at the line. Parker picks up the foul. One more at the charity stripe. And she gets the second, does Leah Jones. 63-39. McKenna Plemons feeds up court. Williamson attacks. And Williamson gets the bucket. Avery Williamson, the senior, gives the Panthers a 65-39 lead. As we approach a minute left in the third. At a tie-up, possession arrow going to stay with North Henderson. 1:08 left. But again, fans, it appears that the boys varsity will start a little bit earlier than 8 o'clock because this game started a little bit earlier than we have in previous nights. As we're just about 7:30. Tell your friends and your neighbors, go ahead and tune in. Get everything hooked up on your television, wherever you may be watching, so you can be ready to go, especially for the presentation between the games here as they roll out the red carpet. We got a whistle and we've got a timeout on the floor. It's going to be a 30-second timeout for Coach Scott Hartbarger. So let's look at the schedule. Have not really talked about the upcoming schedule, as tonight is North Henderson. Lady Panthers will be on the road in Silva against Smoky Mountain on Tuesday night. Then the next night, the 7th, next Wednesday, it's Swain County in a non-conference affair here at the Panther Den. And then the regular season finale, hard to believe, a week from tonight. It's senior night against the West Henderson Falcons, and that'll be a tough ball game for both squads, the girls and the boys. Both of those squads very, very talented and at the top of the conference. And it's conference tournament time.
It's almost March. on the second day of February.
Yeah, I know. State tournament begins February 27th. And of course, the Mountain 7 tournament begins on February 16th. In the paint, DeHart fights, shoots, another offensive rebound. Picked up by McKenna Plemons. Is going to back it out. Lift the pass. It's stolen away. It's Reese Smith stealing it. Down to 20 seconds. With North. Drains clock. Looks like they will. It's Reimer. Reimer kicks it. Under 10 seconds. Shot at the buzzer. Will do it. Off the mark. No good. And it's a final here at the Panther Den. Lady Panthers victorious,
third quarter.
65. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. You know what? Eventually I was going to do that. Let's take a break. Back at
We are Dalton's Christian Bookstore, North Carolina's largest Christian bookstore. We offer a wide range of gifts and apparel. Children will find a world of fun to explore in our interactive kids section. Dalton's has a huge inventory of Christian literature, including Bibles in all translations. Dalton's, your destination for inspiration.
All right, welcome back. Fourth quarter. Yes, George, it's the fourth quarter. The game ain't over yet. Somebody wake up George. Yes. Yeah, we got another quarter to play. I even said that at some point. you know what fooled me was I was talking about the in-between games, and the special presentation.
Oh, yeah.
And I just got into the mode. I'm like, well, we're fixing to go into that. You say stuff and you don't even know what you're saying a lot of times in these games. You just kind of go into the motions. Underneath, shot was off the mark, but a foul. And Peyton Beatty will be at the line as she was in the act of shooting. First team foul on North Henderson. That one's going against Geronimo, and that'll be her fourth as the first shot is up and good. Second shot up and good. 67-39. Panthers with a commanding lead, and it's been that way throughout this second half. Really since the beginning of the first quarter, we've got a collision and a foul on Moffitt. First on Franklin. It'll be the second on Moffitt. But we do invite you to stick around between the games for the red carpet that they're going to be rolling out. Inbounds pass. It's Smith to the hole. No. Rebound. Picked up by Beatty and knocked around out of bounds. They'll say last touch by Lady Knight. Good implements to trigger as North picks up in the backcourt. Well, it's Callie Queen. She'll run the point. She's the only starter on the court right now. D-Hart over to Plemons, back to Queen. Finds Beatty. Beatty lost control, and they'll say she committed an offensive foul. Charging on Peyton Beatty. First on Beatty, team second. Reimer kicks it over. It's Geronimo now going to feed underneath. Now back into the hands of Reimer. Her shot rims out. Long rebound. It's Callie Queen. Queen over to Plemons. Deep three. No. Beatty with the board. Lost control. Geronimo picks it up. Then she almost got her pocket pick. Geronimo somehow kept control of that, and it's knocked out of her hands. She's going to stay with North Henderson. Leah Jones in the corner. Feeds. In the paint, late whistle. Bailey Davidson will be at the line for two shots here. 6:16 to go in the fourth quarter. First one up and good.
This is a perfect time for the players that don't get that much, time to get in, actually during the game and with some starters so they can, get some work.
Looking at the schedule here, doing some quick figuring. It looks like the highest point output of the season for the Lady Panthers is 74. And they've got a shot at that. They got a whistle, we got a foul and more. Free throws coming up. That happened back on December 19th against Tuscola. That was a 74-39 victory. Scored 73 in a win against Raven County here at the Panther Den. Definitely an offensive explosion for the Lady Panthers.
Yes, yeah.
In this one.
Good shot right there by D. Hart at the free throw line.
She'll get one more. That foul was on Geronimo, and that was her fifth. She fouls out. D. Hart gets the roll on the second. It's Reimer on the dribble. Kicking it. 3. Off the mark for Jones. It's Callie Queen now going to push it up court. D. Hart feeds. Moffitt off the glass.
Good left hand right there by Moffitt.
5.5 left. Reimer lost control. Jones picks it up. Wild shot. Got the call.
And right there, when Reimer lost that was caused by Callie Queen with those quick hands.
4th on Franklin. Callie Queen picks up her first foul, which is surprising. That one wouldn't go. One more at the charity stripe for Leah Jones. Second shot up and good. 30-point advantage for the Lady Panthers as Callie brings it up. Queen dishes.
Good pass.
Underneath, Queen was double teamed. Still had a shot at that one. Had it briefly, but it was knocked off of her leg, out of bounds. Back to the Purple Knights. Reimer drives in, gets caught up, lost control. Off to Queen. And Queen able to get the bucket. We've got a whistle.
Substitution.
And wholesale substitution. Here's Callie Queen. Take it to the hole. (73-41). One more bucket, and Panthers will eclipse their point total. Max point total this season in a ball game. Leah Jones. Running shot, late whistle. She'll be at the line again. It's where she has made her hay tonight.
Yes.
I'll tell you what. She's been able to, a lot of dribble penetration, Tony, and that's caused some fouls to be called.
Yeah, and that's what, when you're trying to figure it out. They're trying to figure it out. And, one of the best ways is, get close to the basket. Take it inside. You might get some fouls. And, after a while, you start realizing, watch it on film, that maybe you should try to do that earlier. Try to get that, that intensity going to the hole. Because in basketball, most of the time it's from inside out. You want to work from inside out. Good pass.
Siegel with a rebound. Dish underneath. It's Aubrey Haley off the glass.
Yes, assist Avery Williamson.
And now the Panthers have eclipsed their max point total. Now it's 75. We'll see how many they could score in this one. It was previously 74. A win against Tuscola this season.
Good catch.
don't know how she got control of that one. Able to get a shot up, but would not go. Presley down court. Over to Williamson. Williamson feeds Siegel in the paint, spins, can't get it to go. Now it's Leah Jones. Jones to the hole, partially blocked. Out of bounds by, I believe, that was Presley no, that was Haley that swatted it out of bounds. Stays with North. So Leah Jones on the dribble. We approach 3.5 left. Out of bounds it goes. It's going to go back to the Lady Panthers. 3.5 left in this ball game. 75-42. Panthers cruising. Looking to pick up their 11th overall victory. 3 wouldn't go for Haley. Rebound, though, picked up by Williamson off the glass. Avery Williamson with the bucket. Makes it a 77-42 Lady Panther advantage. Right at 3 minutes left. Issues. And a timeout called by North Henderson. Is it going to be a 30? Yeah, it will be. 30-second timeout. Talked about the schedule a while ago. Here's the conference standings. See North Henderson and Franklin in the middle of the pack. If you get a top 2, 3, or 4 seed, that you'll host a first-round tournament game on February 16th. You see Franklin will stay in that 3rd slot. .255 remaining in this girls varsity Mountain 7 conference basketball game. Chloe Ebert is checked in. She had it briefly. Gives it up to Jones. Jones looking to dish. Back it goes to Ebert, and we've got a whistle and a foul. I believe Haley picks it up. Yep, it's going to be on Aubrey Haley. That's the 5th on Franklin, so 2 shots upcoming.
For the rest of the quarter.
Chloe Ebert. Can't hit the first. One more for Chloe Ebert. Nice pass, but a little too tough underneath. We'll have a little bit too much mustard trying to hit Cassidy Parker. It'll head out of bounds, and North Henderson will get the ball back. Leah Jones gives it up. Over to Ebert. Ebert shot partially blocked. Franklin going to come down with it. 2:14 left. It's Haley running shots. Count it, and one. Aubrey Haley has lived at the free throw line with the and one situation all night. She had an and one after a couple of threes in this game.
She takes her time right there and gets fouled.
And a credit to Haley is she's able to complete the shots.
Yes. And I think it was her. And I think it was her slowing down that actually got her to the foul.
Yeah. And she can't complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Leah Jones will be back at the line where she has lived here in this second half. Prolongs the inevitable. Minute 55 left here in the fourth. 2 shots upcoming. And she hits the first. McKenna Plemons back into the game for Hartbarger. And the second shot no good. Foster fighting for it. Out of bounds. Last touched by a Lady Panther. Buck 42, fourth quarter. Leah Jones swings. Ebert back to Jones. Ebert now with it again. Chiffon Reese-Smith. Now Jones will lift a shot. No good. Got her own rebound. Throws it up. And guess what? She'll be back at the line. Leah Jones. Opportunity for a couple. It's Siegel with the foul. It's her third. And the first one up and good. And the second. Also good for Leah Jones. Nice pass off the glass. Carly Siegel with the points. 81-45. Jump ball stays with North Henderson. 58.4 seconds left. Nice inbounds pass. And then it was slapped away. Reese-Smith shot slapped away. It stays with North. It's Leah Jones set to trigger. Ebert controlled it. Eventually into the hands of Smith. Shot from outside the arc, no good. And off of a Panther. And will stay with North. 46.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Quick shot, baseline off the mark. Plemons finds Williamson. 30 seconds left. Plemons hits the deck. That'll be just the third foul on North Henderson, so no shots here. Well, they say she was in the act.
Oh.
Okay. Plemons will be at the line. She hits the first. 82-45. Just tuning in, looking for the boys' varsity. The Lady Panthers led throughout and have scored the most points that they have in a ball game all year at 83. Previous mark was 74 and a double dribble. And they're going to be cruising here in 12 seconds to their 11th victory overall and the 7th in the Mountain 7 Conference. I remind you to stick around. We've got a red carpet celebration. Yeah, we're going to roll out the red carpet here at Tom Rady Basketball Court. At the buzzer, that'll do it. Lady Panthers victorious, 83-45 is the final. North Henderson drops to 4-18 and 3-7 in the Mountain 7 Conference. As I just mentioned, the Lady Panthers moved to 11-9 and 7-3 in the conference. Look forward to a trip to Silva to take on Coach Olin Dunford's Lady Mustangs on Tuesday nights. And then a couple of home basketball games Wednesday and Friday. Let's head down to our public address announcer.
Recognition from a member of the FHS student leadership team. If you all will please turn your attention to center court for Reed Raby.
Hello everyone, my name is Reed Raby and I'm a member of the FHS student leadership team. I've had the honor to work on this recognition event for one of my projects in student leadership. One of our many goals in student leadership is to recognize members of our faculty and staff that represent Panther Nation in powerful ways. Tonight we would like to honor a standout member of our Panther community. This award represents hundreds of athletes from the past, present, and future. At this time we would like to welcome our amazing athletic trainer Lynette Gibson to the floor. We wanted to know that coaches, colleagues, and administration had so many wonderful things to say. Here are a few. Lynette Gibson is one of the most vital pieces to our athletic department. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone more dedicated to the athletes and coaches at Franklin High. Her expertise is second to none, and her heart for the kids she serves is beyond comparison. We would simply be lost without her. It's such a pleasure working with Lynette. She always goes above and beyond her duties and responsibilities as an athletic trainer to take care of the students of FHS. Lynette is an absolute machine. She is available day and night for questions and solutions. She's more than an athletic trainer. She is a great friend. Macon County Schools is extremely fortunate to have her on staff. Lynette, on behalf of student leadership, thank you for all your dedication to our athletes for the past 10 years. We truly appreciate you. Let's give it up for Lynette, everybody.
Great show of appreciation for Lynette and all the hours.
Yes.
Here early and here late.
I tell you what, taking care of athletes, that's the best ability any athlete has is availability, and trainer is the one that's mostly in charge of that right there.
Absolutely. Well, we'll take a break here. We're going to get you set for the boys varsity. We'll chat with head coach Doug Clemens, talk about that win on Tuesday night against the Pisgah Black Bears, and then about tonight's opponent, the North Henderson Purple Knights. That is all coming up. Stay with us, fans.
Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook.
Hey fans, George Young now joined with Doug Clemens, head boys varsity basketball coach. Tell you what, I don't know if it could get more exciting than what we saw on Tuesday night. 77-74 win against Pisgah, raucous atmosphere. And we had kind of expected that. I don't think you expected that last 90 seconds where both teams were exchanging threes. You had a 4-point play in there. An exciting win for you guys.
Sure was. Our community has grown to a rivalry with Pisgah in the Canton area. used to be other schools, but it seems like it's excuse me, it's drifted toward them, and I feel like they kind of feel the same way. We'll never take Tuscola's place, but at the same time, we're two teams that really enjoy playing against each other, get after each other. Like you say, it was a great atmosphere, had a big crowd. Hopefully that'll be the case throughout the rest of the home games. But that last 90 seconds, both teams had to do some things. I felt like we did well to free up some of our shooters for good looks at the end of the game. And then also I felt like our defense came through probably in the last 30 seconds. The blue kid had been hitting all night long, and we were able to force him into a couple of tough shots, and then we're able to rebound the basketball. So I felt like that was the difference in the game.
It seemed like, too, Coach, throughout that first, second, and third quarters, fourth quarter is a little different, but those first three quarters, Pisgah, and I'm sure this is because of the last game you guys played, seemed like they wanted to speed the game up. I mean, they were taking shots within a couple of seconds.
They did play fast. The other thing they did, they full court pressed us the whole game, and they did not do that at all the last time we played them. I think they thought that they would wear us down, and as the game went along, I felt like it wore them down. I felt like in the fourth quarter we had more energy than they did. I felt like we got some run out layups in the fourth quarter that we hadn't gotten earlier in the game, and again, I just felt like our kids' conditioning was a big factor in that game toward the end.
Well, tonight doesn't get any easier, as tonight it's another Mountain 7 Conference battle with North Henderson, a team that comes in with a great record. Last year here at the Panther Den, it was a 3-overtime thriller. You guys got an impressive win over in Hendersonville by 12 a couple of weeks back. What did you learn from that game, and what are you going to change coming into this one?
Well, I feel like North Henderson arguably has their starting five, I feel like, has as good a talent as anybody in the conference, and the record indicates that. They've had some big wins, conference and non-conference. Excuse me. They have a good inside-outside punch. They have one of the leading scorers in the conference, and I feel like at times, I feel like when we've played them, they felt that they could just outscore people. And I do feel like that's an area that our team has improved on, mainly since Christmas. We've settled on a defense, and we've worked hard to improve areas. They set a lot of ball screens and do a lot of pick and rolls, and we do that too. So, we've worked hard on how we're going to cover that, and so hopefully we've got that, and if we can do that, it'll take away a large part of their offense.
Well, Coach, as always, good luck, and we'll catch up with you in a few days, next Wednesday, for the last non-conference game.
All right, thanks for covering us.
All right, that's Doug Clemens, head boys varsity basketball coach. Hang with us, fans. We've got more to come.
My name is Jonah Brandt, and I'm from Franklin High School. I'm a sophomore, and I'm on the swim and dive team. And last year I made it third in state for diving. My personal goals for this year is to win state for diving, and then try and break the record for school. So I don't really have any goals for after high school, but I know that I want to swim or dive for a college team, and then probably major in for aviation. So I've known Mr. Baku for a long time. For dive practices, we have to go all the way to Asheville. It's about an hour drive. We would usually go Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and we would just talk about how the team does, personal life too. But it just meant a lot to me that I get to hang out with my coach.
Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here. Welcome back, fans. Got about 2 minutes till we'll get the starting lineups introduced. Both teams are out and warming up. It's the North Henderson Knights and the Franklin Panthers. The Purple Knights come in at 16-5, 6-3 in the Mountain 7 Conference. And Franklin got a impressive, I would say, Tony, victory on the road back on January 9th.
Yes, they did.
70-58.
They sure did. And I'll tell you what, in that game, it looked like they, Franklin was down by 8 points, and then they came out in that third and fourth quarters and scored 23 points in both quarters, to take the lead and win by 12 points.
Franklin comes in at 13-6, and they are 6-3, along with North Henderson in the Mountain 7 Conference. We'll take a look at the standings here, where we get the starting lineups here in a couple of seconds. You see East Henderson now at the top of the conference with just one conference loss, and guess who beat them?
North. So, it's actually really 1 through 5. Anybody can beat anybody. It's just who's going to come to play that day, and, who's making shots, who's stopping people.
All right. Looks like we're close to having the starting lineups introduced. And, of course, they'll turn the lights off, and we'll have the Panthers introduced with all the fanfare. We're looking forward to this one, the last.
Fans, welcome to tonight's Varsity Boys matchup. First, the visiting team from North Henderson. Number 3, Zion McDaniel. Number 4, Daniel Cornell. Number 12, Luke Hill. Number 22, Bryson Rowe. And number 23, Noah Pierce. Panthers go lights out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get on your feet. for tonight's starting lineup. At guard, number 2, Braylon Desarn. At guard, number 3, Max McClure. At forward, number 12, Reed Raby. At forward, number 23, William Rowers. At center, number 32, Braden Hervey.
That's your starting lineup for the North Henderson Knights and the Panthers. Of course, Franklin coached by Doug Plemons. North Henderson coached by Justin Paris. We are set for tip-off here at Coach Tom Raby basketball court inside of the Panther Den. It'll be Hervey that will jump center on Daniel Cornell. And we'll get this one underway. As I was saying right before Mark Sutton took over and the lineups were introduced, last time these two teams met here at the Panther Den, 3 overtime thriller with North Henderson coming up short. The opening tip controlled by the North Henderson Knights. It is Noah Pierce with the opening bucket to get the scoring going for the Purple Knights. Rowers up top. They give it up. Reed Raby has it. Now it's Max McClure that's going to call out the offense. They'll swing it over to Desarn. Desarn thought about it. Now going to pull up. Wild shot off the mark, but securing the rebound. Reed Raby underneath. Raby lost control and shuffled his feet. And that'll be a turnover. And the first turnover of the game for either team. Zion McDaniel. And the Knights have it. It's McDaniel up top. He'll kick it over to Cornell. Cornell to the hole. No. McClure into the corner. 3 off the mark for William Rowers. On the rebound, we've got a foul going against Hervey. First foul whistle for either team. It's going against the Panthers. Hervey. Braden Hervey picks up his first. 7:03 first quarter. McDaniel running the point. Up top, kicks it into the corner. Hill dribbles out, now swings it up top. It's Cornell. He'll give it up. Now Noah Pierce driving in. Kicks, wild shot. Luke Hill couldn't get it to go. Feeding up court. Panthers race. Braden Desarn, no. And aboard Cornell.
And in that first game, Braylon Desarn, I think he had his best game of the season, had 26 points.
Pierce, 3, got it. So check that, Bryson Rowe.
Bryson Rowe.
Check that, 22, not 23. Bryson Rowe with the trifecta. Rowers. Over to McClure. McClure now finds Raby. Raby kicks it into the corner. It's Max McClure, 3, no. Rowers with the rebound. Raby will shovel his feet once again. 5-0 North Henderson early on, first quarter, 5:57 to go. Glad you're with us as we are 10 minutes past the top of the hour of 8 o'clock. Glad that you have decided to spend your Groundhog Day Friday night with us. Almost a steal. Cornell able to secure it, drive in, and a foul on the floor. Going against the Panthers. That's going against Hervey. Quickly, 2 fouls on Hervey. He's going to take a seat. Braxton Deal checks in for him. So McDaniel to trigger for North Henderson. Up high goes Rowe. Bryson Rowe trying to back down. He'll give it up. Cornell with it. McDaniel lost control of it. It's out of bounds. Say last touched by Panther. William Rowers got his hand in there.
Looks like it's going to be a physical game.
Kind of anticipated that.
Yes.
Rowe feeds, stolen away. William Rowers Rowers to Raby. Reed almost threw it away, and it was Braylon DeZarn somehow able to secure that one. Thought about the three. Finds Rowers. Rowers to the hole. Kicking. Reed Raby just inside the arc. Got the J. Raby gets the big goose egg off the scoreboard for the Panthers with 5:08 left in the opening quarter. Zion McDaniel. Luke Hill now. Dribbles out. Find Coronel. McDaniel will get fouled. And that'll send Zion McDaniel to the line. DeZarn going to pick up the foul. First on DeZarn, 3 already on the Panthers with 4:45 to go in the first. McDaniel, the senior, 2 shots at the free throw line. First opportunity. Gets the roll to Zion McDaniel. Caleb Heine going to check in for North Henderson as Luke Hill takes a seat for Coach Justin Paris. So one more for McDaniel. Gets the second to go. McClure holds up 2 fingers. 4:39 to go, first quarter. McClure into the corner. Wild shot. Leans into it. Count it. And one for Braylon DeZarn.
Good take by Braylon. Keep his eyes up off the bump and still finish it underneath the defender's arm.
First foul on North Henderson. That one's going against Noah Pierce, his first. And Braylon DeZarn completes the three-point play. Cuts the North Henderson lead to just 2 at 7-5. Under 4.5 left first quarter. On the dribble is McDaniel. McDaniel is going to be whistled with an offensive foul. Braxton Deal held his ground. And I think put on a pretty good acting job, too.
That was pretty good right there. That's what you have to do to get the call.
Yeah, whatever it takes, right? McClure gets double teamed. Spins out of it. Finds Deal. Now it's Rowers, corner 3. Off the mark. And McDaniel with a rebound. Going to race up court. Zion McDaniel. McDaniel pulls up. Nothing but net.
Nice move by Zion McDaniel to get by his defender and raise up in the paint without getting that another foul for another charge.
Franklin barely got it across that timeline before the 10-second violation. Corner 3, off the mark for Reed Raby. North Henderson going to push it. It's a deep 3 for Noah Pierce. Off. Rebound, Braylon DeZarn. DeZarn going to find William Rowers. Tries to attack, gets stopped now. Able to get a foul call underneath. McDaniel, I think, going to pick it up, or is that, no, it's going to be on Caleb Heine.
Caleb Heine, yeah.
Heine's first, and the team's first. Or check that, that'll be the team's third. Now we've got more whistles. Some subs. They let the sub come in. Caden Thomas going to check into the ball game. DeZarn gets it into Deal. Deal spinning and shooting short. Rebound Bryson Rowe. Thomas with 3:14 left into the front court. Zion McDaniel working on Rowers. Kicks it over. It's Rowe in the corner. Couldn't get the trifecta. Rowers out to Raby. A 3 short. We do it when it left his hands.
Yes.
Daniel Coronel with the board.
And it looks like North Henderson wants to slow it down, run offense, and get the matchup they want.
three. Bryson Rowe, no. Rebound Deal. Braxton Deal brings it up, finds Reed Raby into the front court. Deal shoots in the paint. Tip up, good by Max McClure.
Max and Noah Pierce both scored that one.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he just got lucky, did
Yeah.
McClure. He was trying to fight for the ball and tip it to himself, and he tipped it up into the bucket. Thomas spinning and shooting, nothing. Rebound Rowers, he's going to push. Up court, out of bounds. No shot for his intended receiver in Braxton Deal. Noah Brannon going to check in for Plemons off the bench. 2 minutes left, first quarter. At a 2-point game. Zion McDaniel kicks it over. Coronel. Noah Pierce pass to Thomas. Almost out of bounds it went. Thomas.
Good pass.
Rowe off the glass.
Good move by Thomas to break him off the dribble. Looks like on the defensive end, they're trying to deny Noah Pierce the ball.
McClure will give it up. Desarn finds a little bit of a hole to the basket, kicks it out. William Rowers in the paint, got the roll. Rowers cuts the Purple Knight lead to 2, once again 11-9. Noah Pierce caught up in traffic, kicks it out. It's Caden Thomas looking back to his coach Justin Paris. Under a minute left. Zion McDaniel backs it out. McDaniel leans in. No. Rebound. Offensive. It's McDaniel. Goes up. No. Outlet. Desarn. Thought about pulling up for a three. Spins it into the corner. It's McClure three. Off the mark.
Gonna hold it for one shot this time. That's what Coach Paris is calling for.
Noah Pierce finds McDaniel. We approach 10 seconds left. Will he start the offense is the question. Down to 6 seconds. Noah Pierce. 2 seconds. That'll do it. 1 quarter in the books with North Henderson up 11-9. Second quarter coming up right after this. Second quarter underway. Underneath, nice dish. Off the glass. It's Noah Brannon. Ties it at 11 apiece.
William Rowers with a great feed.
Thomas. Out to McDaniel. That should be a double dribble. They're going to whistle. Zion McDaniel with a double dribble. He wanted to pass it, then
Yes.
he said, no, I don't. Then that's a double dribble. I'll take it out in front of the scores table. That's the discussion. Attic Sutton's checked in after the quarter break. He'll have it briefly. Find Rowers. Rowers dribble it off of his foot. Caden Thomas into the front court. Going to find Caleb Heine now. Heine high with the ball. Going to kick it over. And it's a three. Noah Pierce. He was open.
One of the first open shots he's had the whole game.
We talked about that between quarters. They had been denying Noah Pierce. That time he was left wide open, and he's deadly. See if the Panthers can answer. Back of the iron. Sutton with the rebound. Out it goes. Another three. Brannon. Got it. Noah Brannon took him 2 opportunities, and he got the second.
Nice step back by Noah right there to make that three.
Ties it at 14. McDaniel kicks it. It's Thomas. Thomas is open briefly. He thought about possibly jacking one. Heine dishes McDaniel in the paint, and he's going to kick it out. It's Rowe. Back of the iron. Bounce it around. Rebound offensive. Thomas, second shot, no. Another offensive board. Heine's shot wouldn't go. And we've got a whistle on the rebound, and it's going against Franklin.
Yes. So it looks like both teams' strategy on defense is to deny the best player the ball so they don't even catch it, so they won't have a chance to score, because the same things happen on the other end with Max McClure. They're denying him so he can't even catch it.
First shot up and good for Caleb Heine as the foul's whistled on Noah Brannon. First on Franklin this quarter. Second shot up and good. We just haven't seen the box and one yet.
No, but the funny thing is, it's kind of like a box and one. Yeah, where they're so the only difference is that when the person catches the ball, there aren't 2 players guarding them.
It's Sutton that brings it up. Brannon jacks another three. That one wouldn't go. And a foul on the rebound. William Rowers had it. He got fouled. That'll be the first on North here in the second quarter. Caden Thomas picks it up, his first. Brannon with it. Now Sutton backs it deep. Finds Max McClure. McClure trying to get some penetration. Disarmed. Back out Sutton. Now it's McClure.
Good patience right now by the Panthers.
Brannon, three, got it. Noah Brannon with a couple of trifectas here in the second quarter. And the Panthers are up 17-16. And almost a steal, going to be controlled in the corner by Noah Pierce. He's going to jack a three. It wouldn't go. It's an air ball. William Rowers with the rebound. Kicks it. McClure for three. Back of the iron. McClure was open for a change. Had an opportunity, but couldn't connect from downtown.
And that's what happens when you're getting denied like that. When you touch it, you feel like you have to shoot it because
sense of urgency.
Sense of urgency, yes.
So it's Zion McDaniel. Lifted a pass. Collision. Out of bounds. Going to stay with North Henderson. Max McClure has touched it. 4:42 left, second quarter. First lead of the ball game for Franklin, if you just joined us. Bryson Rowe feeds underneath. Off the glass, Noah Pierce. And North back out on top. 18-17. Sutton controls. That's one change we've seen here in the second quarter. Is it's been Attic Sutton that has brought the ball up court. It's McClure. Spinning and shooting. McClure wanting a foul. He got the bucket.
Big basket right there. Posting up, get it inside the paint, and finishing.
Zion McDaniel. Now it's Noah Pierce. McDaniel in the corner. Off the mark. Rowers with the board. Got his pocket picked. And then Max able to secure it in the backcourt. Now into the front court, it's Max McClure. Guarded by McDaniel. Fade away off the mark. McDaniel with the rebound. North Henderson attacking. 3:40 left. Pierce, deep three. No. Rebound Thomas. He goes back up and gets it off the glass. Back and forth. These two teams go. 20-19 North. Deep three. In and out for Braylon Desarn. Bryson Rowe across that timeline. McDaniel. Approaching 3 minutes left, and a turnover. Attic Sutton gives it up. Rowers off the glass. 21-20. 3 minutes left. Franklin, their second lead of the night. McDaniel.
Pretty good defense by both teams so far tonight.
Well, you can tell these two teams know each other.
Yes.
They play in the spring and summer. Some travel ball, and
Correct.
They play each other a ton during the regular season, sometimes 3 times.
Good rebound by Rowers.
Rowers feeding up court. McClure slips, or Desarn slips. And he's all right. He kind of went down awkwardly. Under 2.5 left here in the second. 21-20. Panther advantage with McDaniel. And then Purple Knights controlling the basketball. That center jump circle as it's Noah Pierce working on Raby now. Switch. They'll kick it out. Bryson Rowe, 3. No. Rebound. Foul underneath. Going against North Henderson. Going Caden Thomas that time. He undercut a Panther. Second on Thomas. Second foul on North Henderson. Fans coming up at the half. We'll have cheerleading senior night. And they'll have a special cheerleading set. We'll stick around for that. Brandon, jumper, good. Noah Brandon at the free throw line. He's had a heck of a first half.
Yes, he has. No, when Noah sees it go in, it's a good sign. He'll keep making them.
Biggest lead for the Panthers so far, 23-20. Fade away. Pierce got it just inside the arc. 23-22. McClure off to Brandon. Picked up by William Rowers. Rowers high off the glass. No. Pierce quickly up court. McDaniel. McDaniel just left of the free throw line. Hits the deck. Wanted a foul. Panthers attack. Reed Raby somehow able to save it off of North Henderson Knight as he was going out of bounds. He tipped it off of a Knight. The Panthers will have it underneath their own basket. It's Braylon Desarn to trigger. 62 seconds left. Up high, it's William Rowers. Into the corner, Desarn thought about it. Now Rowers between the center jump circle. That was Desarn now feeding McClure. Knocked away. It's McDaniel. McDaniel can't get it to go. Brandon with the rebound. He's going to race. Find McClure. McClure gets quadruple teamed in the paint, and he'll be at the line.
Good take right there by Max McClure. Create contact and attempt to get a shot up.
The one thing they're doing with Max and the attention that he's getting, couldn't get the first. There's got to be a couple of people open.
Yes, and right now it's been Brandon, been most of the, he's been benefiting from it the most.
Bryson Rowe picks up the foul, third on North. Second shot up and good. 2-point advantage for the Panthers. McClure hits the second. Pass knocked away, picked up by Lyda, and we've got a whistle, a timeout call by North Henderson. So Coach Justin Paris wants to talk it over as his man Delida was in trouble, and he bailed him out with a timeout. 31.5 seconds left here in the second quarter, 24-22. This game has been back and forth throughout. Kind of what we expected.
Yes.
We didn't exactly know how these two teams would defend each other, and we found that out pretty quickly in the ball game. And it is shaped up to be a heck of a second half.
Correct, and I was thinking about that too in this game when it was 11-11. I was like, man, if this keeps up, this is going to be another nail biter at the end.
All about those halftime adjustments. We'll find out here as we've got 31 seconds left in the second. McDaniel got to get it in bounds, just barely beats that 5-second clock. Cornell in there. He gives it up. Noah Pierce into the corner. Lida. Blocked out of bounds by Max McClure. To Cornell will trigger. 17.2 to go, first half. McDaniel. 8 seconds. Pierce over to Cornell. Now 2 seconds. 1 at the buzzer. Almost got it. Noah Pierce almost banked that one home. So at the break, Panthers with a 24-22 advantage for the North Henderson Knights.
Come to the scores table.
We'll have the senior night festivities for the cheerleaders now, as they're going to get all situated. We will carry that live, and then we'll head to break, as they'll get all the players off the floor for North Henderson. It's a slow walk for North Henderson. And we'll have the senior night festivities. Of course, all winter sports senior night is coming up next Friday.
Panther fans, we are doing the cheerleader senior night tonight. They will not be here next week on the regular senior night. Our first senior, Lauren Shannon, escorted by her parents, Stacy and Hugh Shannon. Our second cheerleader, senior, Mackenzie Holland. She is escorted by Brian, Natasha, and Lexi Talent. Panther fans, let's give it up for the senior cheerleaders.
Just 2 senior cheerleaders. It is Mark Sutton mentioned.
Once again, that winning 50-50 ticket.
They're not going to be in the vicinity of the Panther Den next Friday, so they went ahead and honored them tonight. I was told they were going to have a special rendition of their performance, their cheer performance. We'll see if they get together here. We'll carry that live too, and then we'll head off to break and get you set for the beginning of the third quarter in just a few moments as the Panthers lead 24-22. Yeah, looks like the cheerleaders will get into position, so we will have their final home performance. And then we'll send you off to break. They put the mix together of pop songs, and we've carried it before, and we've been okay. But I don't want to take that. I don't want to take that chance that Facebook or YouTube doesn't like a portion of that song. So we're going to talk over
it a little bit, because it does. I do know that song. Yes, so it'll flag it.
And we don't want that to happen because I believe it's going to be a whale of a second half, and you want to see that, and it won't be visible. Still be streaming, it just won't be visible on our social media platforms. All right, we're going to head off to break. Senior night for the cheerleaders in the books.
My name is Jonah Brandt, and I'm from Franklin High School. I'm a sophomore, and I'm on the swim and dive team. And last year I made it third in state for diving. My personal goals for this year is to win state for diving, and then try and break the record for school. So I don't really have any goals for after high school, but I know that I want to swim or dive for a college team, and then probably major in for aviation. So I've known Mr. Baku for a long time. For dive practices, we have to go all the way to Asheville. It's about an hour drive. We would usually go Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and we would just talk about how the team does, personal life too. But it just meant a lot to me that I get to hang out with my coach.
Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook.
Hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here. Welcome back. 24-22, North Henderson. And Franklin doing battle here at Coach Tom Raby basketball court inside of the Panther Den. And a close one. We kind of anticipated it. 70-58 over in Hendersonville back on January 9th. This one has been nip and tuck the entire way. Both teams know how to defend each other. And it looks like the strategy so far in this one, Tony, has been to eliminate each team's best player,
yes,
with whatever means necessary. And we'll see the adjustments here in the second half. What do you think that Coach Justin Paris told his boys, and what do you think Doug Clemens told his boys?
Coach Paris, he probably told his boys to make sure to, keep doing what you're doing. Make sure you know where Max McClure is. Force someone else to beat you. And then Coach Clemens, probably the same thing. They're having that little box and one type defense on Noah Pierce, and that's who they want to take out and keep forcing North Henderson to shoot those corner threes, because corner threes usually tend to lead to fast breaks, and that's exactly what's been happening. They lead to a fast break, but North Henderson's been able to get back on defense and kind of thwart that right there. So it's been a fairly clean game by both teams.
All right, you see the time is a ticking, and we'll get back to third quarter action here in just a few moments. We had the cheerleaders senior night, and we had Lynette Gibson honored between the girls of the boys games here at the Panther Den. A festive night. Have more basketball for you coming up next week. Well, we have a few moments. Figured they were going to stop the clock, but they decided not to. Sometimes they do stop the clock, and
yes,
we start playing. Here's the schedule. You see the FPSN logo by a number of games. Huddle TV on Tuesday nights. If you want to pay $12 to watch an AI camera, you can on the Smoky Mountain page of Huddle. All right. We're ready to go here in the second half. Third quarter begins with the North Henderson Knights having possession. They're working on the right side of the screen. Rowe gives it up. It's Caden Thomas up top. He's directing traffic. Swing it back over to Bryson Rowe. Now into the corner it goes Noah Pierce. Coronel finds Thomas. Drives in. Lost control. Max gives it up. Desarn off the glass.
Good steal by Max McClure and good pass as well.
Well, we got a offensive foul coming up on Noah Pierce. I'll say that he lowered his shoulder. Offensive foul, first one on North Henderson.
Good defense.
It'll be the second whistle on Noah Pierce.
East comes out with a 2-2-1 press.
And we didn't see that in the first half.
No.
McClure into the front court. Kicks it. It's Raby three off the mark. William Rowers had the rebound. Dish to pass. Max McClure is pleading the case that it was hit by North Henderson Knight, but the officials say it's Knight basketball.
Yes, it was. It actually was tipped.
Noah Pierce with it. Pierce fade away. McClure with the board. Gets caught up. Raby open, traveled again. He hit the three, unfortunately.
Yes.
We've seen, I believe that's the third traveling violation on Reed Raby tonight, and it's all been beyond the arc.
Beyond the arc, yeah.
So he was trying to attack or at least decide what he wanted to do. And that time he wanted to shoot a three, but shuffled his feet. Noah Pierce off to Coronel. Coronel going to feed underneath. Luke Hill lost control. Let's say last touch by, I believe, McClure slapped it out of bounds. Sub coming in for Harris, or Paris rather, Justin Paris. It's Zion McDaniel who will trigger. Bangs it off of the foot of William Rowers. Resets that 5-second time clock. And That one's knocked out. Last touch by Panther.
Good defense by the Panthers on these out-of-bounds plays.
It looks like maybe that was discussed in the locker room break. A lot of hands.
Yes.
And another turnover.
Reed Raby with a steal.
A lot of active hands early on defensively for the Panthers. William Rowers 3. Couldn't get it to go. He thought it was in. Bryson Rowe into the front court. North Henderson attacks with McDaniel. 6:15 left. And McDaniel backs it out. Looks like he wants to try to penetrate. Going to feed underneath. Luke Hill lost control. Late whistle and a foul on Franklin. Has some shots coming up for Luke Hill. First on Franklin. And Braden Hervey picks up his third. Luke Hill, first opportunity. Back of the iron. Hervey going to take a seat. Coming in for him, it's Braxton Deal, who had a great first half.
Noah Brandon.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Noah Brandon had a great first half. And Braxton Deal, I should have said, came in for Hervey for a good portion of that first half. When he got his second, Hervey, he took a seat and Deal came in.
And Coach Clemens wanted to get Noah Brandon there earlier. Yeah. And because he kind of was on fire there for a little while.
Sure was. So Braylon DeZarn will be, they say, was not in the act of shooting. Okay. Braylon DeZarn was fouled by Daniel Coronel, his first and the second on North Henderson. So McClure pulling up, leaning into it. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Raby. Finds McClure off the glass.
Good hustle by Reed Raby to get that rebound and find Max underneath for the two.
McDaniel backs it out. Now attacks again. Those active hands.
Yes.
McClure.
Good pass.
Feeds DeZarn off the glass. Braylon DeZarn with the bucket. And it's 30-28, the Panthers' biggest lead so far in this ball game. Luke Hill can't get it to go. Long rebound. Outlet is Raby. Reed Raby with the bucket to make it a 9-point Franklin advantage. 32-23, 5:06 left third quarter. Coach Justin Paris has seen enough.
Right there, active hands. Good flip pass from Max to Braylon for the two. And that was the first one. And the second one, they came back and with almost an identical play, but it was Reed Raby with the two.
The Coach Paris sees his boys fall down by 9.
And one of the things that you see a lot is a tight game like this, tight games. The only way that you're going to, break away is getting some breakaway baskets, some easy, fast break baskets, because, in the half court, both teams have been playing solid defense to where, you're not going to get anything easy.
Now the timeout. It's Noah Pierce, North Henderson on the attack. In the paint. Andrew Lyda couldn't get it to go. And we've got a jump ball. Possession arrow to Franklin. Lyda's shot went all around the rim. And did not go down. DeZarn fed a pass that is going to head out of bounds. .438 left, third quarter. Noah Pierce will dribble up top. McDaniel wouldn't fall. Knocked out of bounds and will stay with North Henderson. And the Knights just are not getting the shots they were in that opening quarter.
No, they weren't.
There's some open looks, but they're not falling early on. Three in the corner, won't go. for Caleb Heine. And on the rebound, we've got a foul on North Henderson. So Andrew Lyda will pick up the foul. That's his first. And the third on North Henderson.
Looks like North Henderson's playing a 1-3-1 now.
William Rowers, open three. Won't fall. And it's Coronel with the long rebound. Noah Pierce stops, pops. Got it. It's where he is deadly.
Yes, and if you're the Panthers, you don't want to see him, start making some of those.
You don't want to see him getting warmed up. McClure, three. Off the mark. And the board to Heine. They'll push with McDaniel now underneath. Daniel Coronel. 4 quick points. Let's check that. 5 quick points with the 3 and the 2. McClure double teamed. Fight for it. Stays with Franklin. Coronel hits the deck. North Henderson now ratcheting up the defensive pressure after that timeout. And the 2 quick buckets to cut that Panther lead to 32-28. It's a corner 3 for DeZarn, off the mark. And now the Panthers are getting open looks, but they're not falling. Coronel. Now McDaniel between the legs, going to back it out and calm things down offensively. Approaching 3 minutes left. McDaniel spinning. McDaniel can't get the roll. Brandon with the rebound. Rowers feeds up court. Too hard. Out of bounds. .254 left, third quarter. 32-28. Noah Pierce. He directs traffic. Working on Reed Raby. Finds McDaniel. Pierce, 3, no. Rebound. Bodies on the floor. Jump ball. Possession arrow, North Henderson.
Good hustle by both teams, knowing that every possession matters.
Alex Sutton checks in for Franklin. It's Bryson Rowe into the game for Coach Justin Paris and the North Henderson Knights. Light in the corner, will swing it up top. Pierce now deep in the corner, it's Rowe. Stops. Attempts. They're heading the other way on the rebound as the foul is whistled on North Henderson. Andrew Lyda going to pick up his second and the 4th on North Henderson. 2:15 left, third quarter. One more foul to give this quarter for North Henderson. Sutton gets double teamed. In the corner, it's a 3 off the mark for Noah Brannon. Pierce races. Caleb Heine gets into the action. And now just a 1-point lead for the Panthers. An 8-0 run. William Rowers tries to answer, can't. Caleb Heine lost control.
Off his foot.
Back to Franklin. 32-31. And the Panthers have gone cold from the floor, Tony.
Yes, this 1-3-1 has, changed up the look for the Panthers. They just have to figure out, how to adjust.
Rowers kicks. Out it goes. Brannon. Back of the iron. We got a whistle and a foul on North Henderson. Noah Pierce, I believe, going to pick up the foul.
Yes.
It'll be his third.
And what's happened is the Panthers have gone cold, and it's truly just because of the 1-3-1, which is kind of like what when we were playing against Pisgah, and I was talking about how a pressing team doesn't like to be pressed. And usually the Panthers are the ones playing the 1-3-1. So that's what I think that's what he's trying to do.
You know, like a dose of your own medicine is what you're saying.
Right.
Usually. First shot up and good. That was the 5th team foul on North Henderson. Rowers, second shot, up and good. We're down to 70 seconds left in the quarter. Thomas. That's Andrew Lyda. Lyda tries to dribble in. He'll give it up. Rowe. Now it's McDaniel. 54 seconds left. Daniel backs it out, now attacks. Kicks. Rowe. Offensive rebound. Count it, and one. Noah Brandon going to pick up the foul. And Rowe at the line, chance to tie the game.
Good finish right there with the contact.
And he does. We're tied at 34 now. 40 seconds left. McClure into the corner. It's DeZarn three. Off the mark. One and done for the Panthers. It's Caleb Heine in the backcourt. Gives it up McDaniel. Down to 24 seconds. McDaniel going to back it out. 17 seconds. Zion McDaniel. Down to three. At the buzzer, Rowe got it. Bryson Rowe with the three as the buzzer sounds. And North Henderson heads to the fourth quarter with a 37-34 lead.
Right there, you see right here, he caught it, bobbled it a little bit, and just let it go. I tell you what, sometimes those are easier shots than most people think, just because you're supposed to miss it. So, just throwing it up there, just like a day in the park.
Quick timeout, fourth quarter coming up.
We are Dalton's Christian Bookstore, North Carolina's largest Christian bookstore. We offer a wide range of gifts and apparel. Children will find a world of fun to explore in our interactive kids section. Dalton's has a huge inventory of Christian literature, including Bibles in all translations. Dalton's, your destination for inspiration.
Fourth quarter about to begin, 37-34. Franklin led for pretty much the entire third quarter until the final buzzer. When that three went home for Rowe. And North Henderson holds a 37-34 lead as we begin the fourth quarter. Attic Sutton, double team, finds McClure. McClure kicks it over. It's William Rowers outside the arc. Rowers, now it's McClure. He gets triple team. McClure able to get a shot up. On the rebound, it's off of a Purple Knight. It'll stay with Franklin. 7:40 left here in the fourth. Sutton to trigger. Gets it inbounds. And it's William Rowers able to get the catch and the bucket. All in one motion.
Good set play right there. It works real good against when the team's playing a 1-3-1 on out of bounds.
Thomas kicking. Now Zion McDaniel directing traffic. Mark it on Sutton. 7:13 left. Thomas. Lyda had it knocked away from him.
Noah Pierce back into the game.
Pierce comes in and Heine takes his seat. 7:04 left. He'll get the shot. Noah Pierce could not get the roll, and on the rebound, a foul on North Henderson.
Andrew Lytle with another.
That'll be his third, and it's the first whistled on North Henderson. 1 point advantage for the Purple Knights. So we're just a second under 7 minutes left. Paddock Sutton gets double teamed and gets his pocket picked, and he got his pocket pick back. Nice.
Good pass.
Well, he couldn't control it. Saved it. Braylon Desarn could not control it. Thomas thought about it. Over to Rowe. Now Thomas will look to his coach. Lob underneath McDaniel, knocked out of bounds. So Daniel Cornell will cycle into the game for Coach Justin Pierce. Andrew Lyda takes a seat. He's playing with 3 fouls. Bryson Rowe, 3, got it! And a timeout called by Coach Justin Pierce and North Henderson. So Bryson Rowe with a couple of threes here, Tony. And it's going to be a full timeout, 40-36. So we will take a 30-second break. Stay with us. .6:24 left, fourth quarter. 4-point advantage now for North Henderson after the 3-ball went in for Bryson Rowe.
Yep. And that's one of those things, you know, you see it go in, especially like that, you know, at the end of a quarter or, you know, now he missed several from the corners in the first half, and now he's, you know, it seems like he's found gauge the distance now.
He found his stroke. Noah Brannon tries to answer, and it's out of bounds to North Henderson.
And this 1-3-1 has caused the Panthers problems all second half.
Noah Pierce finds Cornell. Now it's Thomas. North Henderson back and forth with passes. And a turnover. And another turnover. Back to back. Back to back to back. Turnover. It'll be on the Panthers' end now as
good hustle by both teams.
Sutton will trigger. Yeah, absolutely. Into McClure. Max falls down. Jump ball, North Henderson on the possession. .529 to go, fourth quarter. We got some perspiration that Coach Doug Clemens hurled a towel out to wipe up. It's Pierce. Now to Cornell. And a sharpshooter Rowe with it briefly to Thomas. Pierce to the hole.
Good take by Pierce.
6-point lead now for North Henderson. At one point, Franklin had a 9-point edge. If you just joined us here in the second half, North Henderson went on an 8-0 run, cut it to 1. And then at the buzzer, beginning the fourth quarter. Into the third quarter, a three by Bryson Rowe broke the tie. And Franklin's cold shooting has continued.
Yes.
At the end of that third quarter, into this fourth quarter, Tony, it's just not going. Let's see if that changes. Got a traveling violation on Bryson Rowe. Shuffled his feet.
And what's happening is there's a lot of dribbling. There's a lot of dribbling right now in this 1-3 against this 1-3-1 where you usually match a 1-3-1 with a 2-1-2. So you have two guys up and one at the free throw line. You pass the ball around, make them move like how they're doing right there.
And a turnover. It's Pierce. Another turnover. William Rowers. Rowers gets it knocked away as he dishes.
Right now, whoever wants to take care of the ball is going to win this game.
Brannon three. Got it. No, they're going to say just inside the arc. Noah Brannon with the J. Breaks the schneid for the Panthers, 42-38. A 4-point edge for the Purple Knights, and we've got a whistle and a moving screen on Max McClure. That'll be the first so far for the Panthers here in this fourth quarter. Just the first on Max McClure. We're halfway through the fourth quarter. What?
I think he called timeout. Coach called timeout because his guy actually did get fouled.
I was waiting for the foul to be called, and then they were pointing at the sideline saying timeout.
Because it should have. If he wasn't going to call the foul, it was a travel. So
I was waiting for the traveling violation, waiting for the foul. Never happened.
I didn't understand what he was going to call a foul. I mean a timeout right there.
Timeout. It looks like it will be a full timeout, but we'll keep it here as we'll tell you about what's upcoming. We've got a lot of basketball on YouTube and Facebook coming up over the next couple of weeks. North Henderson tonight, Swain, West Henderson next week to round out the regular season, and then most likely the boys and girls varsity will be at home in the opening round of the conference tournament. Top 2, 3, and 4 seeds get a first round home tournament game. The number 1 seed gets a bye. Coronel has it, gives it up in the backcourt in the hands of Noah Pierce. McDaniel leans into it, and he'll be at the line. So McClure picks up his second. It's also the second team foul on Franklin. 2 shots for Zion McDaniel. Hits the first, makes it a 5-point lead for North Henderson. And he hits the second.
And North comes back out with that 1-3-1.
Sutton will be at the line for 2 shots.
Good patience right there by Addicts to get him up in the air and force that foul.
Foul, by the way, was whistled on Bryson Rowe. That's his 4th. And the second on North Henderson, and Sutton couldn't hit the first. All these points are critical in such a close ball game.
Yes,
second shot up and good. We've got a whistle and we've got a timeout as Coach Doug Clemens wants to talk it over. 30? Yeah, it's going to be a 30-second timeout. So, again, we'll keep it here. We talked about that tournament. Here are the standings coming into tonight's action. See Franklin and North Henderson in the 3 and 4 slots, both 6 and 3 in the conference. 2, 3, and 4 get home playoff games in the Mountain 7 Conference Basketball Tournament.
I'll tell you what, 1 through 5, like I said before, 1 through 5, any given day, anyone can beat anyone. Should be an exciting tournament.
Out of the timeout, it's going to be the Purple Knights with the basketball. And Bryson Rowe going to stay in the game. He's playing with 4 fouls. He had it briefly, gave it up. Into the front court, Thomas. Back to McDaniel. He gets double teamed.
And Franklin comes out in the 1-3-1 now.
And a turnover. William Rowers gets fouled. That'll be Bryson Rowe's 5th. So Bryson Rowe is going to have to take a seat.
Oh, that's his 2nd.
Oh, no? Oh, they had up on the scoreboard.
Because that was still from Lidas.
So the
Noah Pierce.
The crowd saw the exact same thing that I did.
Yes,
they were getting very excited.
Yes.
But that was just his 2nd foul. Sutton to trigger. Brannon 3, got it. Noah Brannon from downtown.
He's feeling good today.
Ball was kicked, they'll reset. 2:56 left. Gonna see Noah Pierce check into the game. Pierce is going to bring it up for Coach Paris.
It looks like the Panthers have gone back to the man-to-man.
Well, this has been a very low-scoring affair for 2 talented shooting teams. Both these 2 teams love the 3 and can shoot very well. But, we got a foul coming up on Sutton. Credit both coaching staffs and credit the defense. It really has stymied offense for both teams throughout.
Oh, yeah.
44-42. We've got 2:30 left, 2.5 left in this ball game.
Yeah, just like what I was talking about when it was 11-11. Both these teams have been playing. They've been playing some solid defense. And then some of the adjustments both coaches have made by switching to 1-3-1 for North. And then for that possession that they got that steal, the Panthers were in the 1-3-1 as well.
It'll be Noah Pierce with it. McDaniel's pass knocked away as he was trying to find Heine in the corner. 2:17 left, 2-point game. Backcourt violation. Well, a chance for the Panthers to tie or take the lead. Sutton finds McClure. He's harassed. Over to William Rowers. Approaching 2 minutes left. Rowers gets triple team, now double teamed, and we've got a whistle and a timeout. Called by Doug Clemens. 2:04 left here in the 4th quarter. 44-42, 2-point edge for North Henderson. Going to be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. Down the stretch, dare I say, what happened over a year ago in December of 2022 here. It was a 3-overtime thriller. I'll tell you what, the way these 2 teams have played tonight, nothing would surprise me.
Correct. Correct. And I just saw the officials discussing that last over and back.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if it really was an over and back. Just from, the look and the reaction of the North coaches, that I'm not sure if it was.
I didn't have a good angle. I've got 4 screens.
I was about to say, I couldn't see it at all.
I couldn't see much of anything that happened. I was just relying on the official to tell me what exactly occurred and said backcourt violation. Under 2 minutes left. Sutton over to Desarn.
And North has switched right back to the to man. Playing man-to-man at the moment.
McClure gets bailed out with a foul. He lost control in the paint.
Yes, a reach by Caleb Heine.
Heine picks it up. Fourth on North. Shots upcoming.
Said it was on the floor.
Oh, say it on the floor, okay. All right. Heine picks up his first. Brannon feeds McClure. Spins, shoots. Back of the iron. Off of North Henderson. Minute 34 left. Again, Panthers have an opportunity. William Rowards on the inbounds pass off the glass. We are tied at 44.
Give a team enough chances, they'll eventually score.
Noah Pierce. 90 seconds left. Under 90 seconds. We're down to minute 15. Pierce backs it out. 60 seconds left. Pierce into the corner. Heine passed it up. Back to Pierce.
They're going for one.
Tied at 44. McDaniel finds Thomas. Now McDaniel driving in, backs it out. 30 seconds left. Corner. Heine. McDaniel off the glass. And a timeout. Justin Paris.
Wow. Right.
So they were able to drain over a minute off the clock.
Yes, they were. And you saw right there, it was just wide open. You had to go score that. Even though Coach Paris, that still was a little early for Coach Paris. You know, you had to go score that right there. And right now with the lead, you know, it's interesting to see what they're going to do on their defense. Are they going to come out in that 1-3-1? Are they going to come out in a 2-2-1 press like they've showed tonight? If they start off with that 2-2-1 press, that will take a lot of time off the clock. And for some strange reason, the clock just went to 2. Okay. And that'll take a lot of time off the clock if they do come out in some sort of press. And, yes, they're coming out in some sort of press.
So it's Attic Sutton to trigger for the Panthers out of the timeout. They're going to back it off.
And they're going man-to-man.
20 seconds. Almost a steal. McClure leans in. And one. With 11 seconds left, Max McClure will be at the line.
Right there, good defense right there. And then Max McClure stayed with it, kept his eyes up, got the and one.
So Noah Pierce will check in.
Yes.
And Coronel will take a seat. McClure, chance to take the lead. With 11 seconds left.
11 seconds left.
Couldn't hit. Tied at 46. 7 seconds left. Noah Pierce gives it up. They're going to wave it off. He stepped on the baseline.
Got out of bounds.
1.5 seconds left. We're tied at 46. A lot of whistles. We've got a timeout. Doug Clemens.
See, you started talking about the triple overtime last time they were here, and here we go. See what can happen. See what happens in this next.
I'll see if he stepped out of bounds.
Oh, yeah, he's out of bounds. He's clearly out of bounds.
Yeah, oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. So you've got 1.5 seconds left, and you're going to be inbounding the basketball on the other end of the court, side court, Tony. What are you drawing up if you're Doug Clemens here?
Right now, I don't know how many timeouts. I'm not sure how many timeouts you have, but if you could throw a pass to get it down here, down to this side of the court, then call another timeout as soon as you catch it.
I'm sure there's plenty of timeouts
They have enough. So that's would probably be the best play if you're trying to win the game.
Well, if you did that, then you've got about a second left.
Then and then right there, it's just an out of bounds play on the side. Right there for a shot. And that shot would come from probably Max McClure, Noah Brannon, Braylon Zarn, William Rowers.
It's going to be deep. It's going to be farther back than I thought.
Yes, that's why. That's why it's one of those things. You got to get it down there and call a timeout.
Get it in bounds. Sutton. Guess what, Tony? We're headed to overtime. We've seen this script before.
Yes, we have.
All right. Let's take a quick break. Get set for the overtime frame right after this. Back on December 22nd of 2022, these two teams battled in 3 overtime frames, with Franklin coming out victorious 96-91. If we hit 96, we'll probably play 10 overtime.
Oh, my gosh.
Because in 4 periods, either team hit 50. So here we go. Overtime frame number 1. 4 minutes up on the scoreboard. Max McClure will jump center on Cornell. And it'll be Franklin with the opening possession. Braylon Desarn kicks it over. Brannon 3. Got it! Noah Brannon from downtown.
Keeps his hot shooting going.
Rowe with it. Swings it over McDaniel. McDaniel bounces a pass to Luke Hill, who is in for the ball game for the first time in a while, and we got a whistle and a foul.
Right here, you see Noah get his feet under him and knocks it down. Shooting that ball confident tonight.
So the fouls do, I wondered about that. The fouls do continue into the overtime frame like the fourth quarter. So North has 5. Franklin has 4. Shot underneath, no good. Bounce passes Rowers. Rowers gives it up. McClure. McClure going to split a double team and a foul on the floor. So shots upcoming. That's
2 shots.
Over 5 fouls.
And the rest of this game, that's what both teams should actually do. Go to the hole, get fouled. You're shooting 2 every single time.
3:22 remaining in the overtime frame. Foul on Coronel, his second. 2 shots for McClure, and he has missed 2 straight from the charity stripe.
First one he missed was long. Second one short. This one, hopefully he figures it out.
That one's short.
That one's short.
Missed them both. Opportunity to take a 5-point lead. That's huge at overtime.
Yes.
You only play 4 minutes. Don't have the opportunities. It's McDaniel off the glass. Nice dish by Bryson Rowe, the assist. And it's a 1-point game. Got to get it across that timeline. Sutton does. Dangerous pass. Back to Sutton. Into the corner. Open. It's Noah Brannon. Offline. Rebound. William Rowers. He goes up. Late whistle. And William Rowers will be at the line for 2 shots. Bryson Rowe picks up his third. Rowers hits the first. Both shots good at the charity stripe. Full timeout for Coach Doug Clemens. 51-48. We'll take a quick one ourselves. Back after this.
We are Dalton's Christian Bookstore, North Carolina's largest Christian bookstore. We offer a wide range of gifts and apparel. Children will find a world of fun to explore in our interactive kids section. Dalton's has a huge inventory of Christian literature, including Bibles in all translations. Dalton's, your destination for inspiration.
Yeah. Welcome back. 51-48, first overtime frame, 2:47 left. Appreciate you tuning in on both of our platforms, the Facebook and YouTube. A lot of folks have tuned back in. I'm sure after maybe somebody sent you a text, hey, we're going to overtime. Glad that you're with us on this Groundhog Day Friday night. Panthers up 51-48. It was 46 all after 4 quarters. Noah Pierce will dribble, swing it over McDaniel. McDaniel now finding Pierce, fights for position, and gets the roll.
Good cut right there by Pierce to get that down there and be strong enough to get that in.
Rowers lost control. Picks up the foul.
Shooting 2.
That's the 5th one on Franklin.
Normally that's a good foul, but, shooting, you're in the bonus now. So
chance for North Henderson to take the lead now.
Correct.
51-50.
Normally that would be a good foul, but it depends if if no one was in front of them. There were several people back, so they're 94 feet from the basket.
And Zion McDaniel ties it up at 51. One more for McDaniel. The senior guard for Coach Justin Paris.
Let's see if Coach Paris dials up that 1-3-1 again.
Back of the iron with the second. Got his own rebound, though. And North Henderson resets until McDaniel lost it. Tied at 51, 2:19 left here in the fourth. Max McClure with the basketball. And was that tip? Yes, it was, into the backcourt. And another turnover. McDaniel looked almost he traveled with it. Open underneath. Coronel. And North Henderson takes the lead for the first time in this overtime frame.
That 1-3-1 again.
Timeout, Doug Clemens. Franklin wants to talk it over. Minute 47 left in the first overtime. It's a full timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here. Tony?
And I tell you what. So right now, it looks like Coach Doug Clemens is saying what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
A lot of dribbling through this zone. If there's 2 people on you, you look to the middle, throw it to the middle, or you look over the middle. If everyone's guarded, the person over should be open. And everyone's trying to split these traps with dribbling, and that's how these turnovers happen.
So we'll see if that advice is heeded by the Panthers. They'll have possession underneath their own basket with Attic Sutton to trigger. $1:47 to go. And it goes Brandon. Brandon kicks it. Rowers drives in, leans into it. Offensive foul, William Rowers charging.
Zion McDaniel's defense has been pretty good this whole game.
That's the second whistled on William Rowers. Player control foul, so no shots. Minute 38 to go. North with the basketball and a 2-point lead. Corner three. Rims out. It'll be Panther basketball. Minute 26 left. Sutton gets double teamed. Now it's McClure. McClure with the bounce pass. High. And Sutton to McClure. McClure kicks it. William Rowers is open. That's an air ball. Noah Pierce with a rebound. Now you've got 65 seconds left. A 2-point lead. And the basketball if you're North Henderson. McDaniel. High pass. It's Pierce. They're going to drain some clock.
And every time you get fouled, it's 2 shots.
McDaniel. And a timeout by North Henderson. 44.6 seconds left, 53-51. It'll be a full timeout for North Henderson. 44.6. What's the strategy for Doug Clemens? Obviously, North Henderson is in the catbird seat, trying to drain clock.
Correct.
Looked like Franklin was trying to get the steal, but now you've got to press the issue.
Try maybe even come out in that the 1-3-1, the one possession they ran the 1-3-1, they got a steal. So maybe put it, try to throw that out there, get some traps, something where it speeds them up, and then if you have to, don't let them get an easy basket. Foul them if they're. But right now, just get a trap.
Yeah, no easy baskets. Make
Correct.
them earn it at the free throw line.
Yes. If it comes down to that, if you see him about to make a.
It's McDaniel to trigger. High pass to Pierce deep in the backcourt. 37 seconds left. Pierce on the dribble. Knocked out of bounds. Will stay with North. 32.7 seconds left. And a foul on Franklin. Almost a steal. Desarn going to pick up his second. 2 shots at the free throw line. Who are they going to send? Going to be Rowe?
Yes, Rowe. Oh,
Or,
actually,
no, it's
Noah
Pierce.
Pierce. Sorry.
Noah Pierce.
Noah Pierce.
Will be at the charity stripe. Chance to make it a 2-possession game. Hits the first. 3-point lead for North Henderson. Hits them both. It's a 2-possession game with 30 seconds left. Desarn off the foot of Cornell. 19.7 seconds left. Franklin trigger side court. Do you go for a 3 here, Tony?
Quick 2 and a foul. But with this 1-3-1, they haven't been able to get a shot off, actually.
Sutton cuts it to a 2-point lead. 55-53. We've got 11.6 seconds left and a timeout for Coach Doug Clemens. You've got to get immediate foul, obviously, if you are Coach Clemens and his boys, and then hope that North Henderson misses some free throw shots at this point.
Yeah, you could, or you could actually, if you make a press, a diamond press 1-2, 1-1 or whatever, and you get a trap, you have enough time to actually get a trap and hopefully try to get a steal. But if they make the second pass, that pass from out of bounds in, one pass, they make the second pass, then foul. So trap the first pass, and then maybe, then you have a chance to maybe get a steal and lay it up real quick. Then it has to be another timeout, because if not, the time will run out. Because the clock does not stop after made baskets like it does in college and pros.
Yep. The North to inbound.
Okay.
Oh, yes. I haven't seen this in a long time, Tony. Almost a steal.
They better foul now.
So it took about 3 seconds off the clock. 8.8. Noah Pierce will be at the line. He just hit 2 free throws. And if he hits 2 of these, it's going to be very difficult for the Panthers. Foul, by the way, was on Braylon DeZarn, his second. Nothing but net. 3-point lead. This to make it a 2-possession game. Sutton running a lot of clock. DeZarn, air ball. That'll do it. Franklin will fall in overtime to North Henderson. (57-53) the final. And just one overtime frame this year. North Henderson moves to 17-5 and 7-3 in the Mountain 7 Conference. Franklin falls to 13-7. And they are now 6-4 in the Mountain 7 Conference. So that means that North Henderson is in sole possession of third place.
And I tell you what, that was actually a good game. That was a very good game. A lot of stuff happened, and there were a lot of good defense by both sides. Good adjustments by both teams. Good individual plays by the team's best players. With Noah Pierce and Max McClure making some plays there at the end.
So the Lady Panthers, girls varsity, won in convincing fashion to open the night. And the boys varsity falls in overtime 57-53 at the hands of North Henderson. They look forward to a trip to Silva to take on the Smoky Mountain Mustangs on Tuesday night. And then a non-conference date with Swain County on Wednesday. And then the final regular season night of basketball, for the Panthers at least, next Friday for senior night against the West Henderson Falcons. All right, it's going to wrap things up. For Philip Angel, Clinton Taylor, Tony Christie, I'm George Young. Till next Wednesday, so long, everybody.
My name is Jonah Brandt, and I'm from Franklin High School. I'm a sophomore, and I'm on the swim and dive team. And last year I made it third in state for diving. My personal goals for this year is to win state for diving, and then try and break the record for school. So I don't really have any goals for after high school, but I know that I want to swim or dive for a college team, and then probably major in for aviation. So I've known Mr. Baku for a long time. For dive practices, we have to go all the way to Asheville. It's about like an hour drive. We would usually go Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And we would just talk about like how like the team does, personal life too. But like it just meant like a lot to me that I get to hang out with my coach.